If someone stole your motorcycle today, would you know where it is? That's exactly why I installed a GPS tracker on mine. Let's be honest, motorcycle theft is a real problem. And even if you lock your bike, that's sometimes not enough. Of course, I don't expect to stop someone stealing my bike because of this GPS tracker. But if the worst happens, I even know where my bike is. I'm using a GPS tracker on all of my motorcycles and scooters. And the first one I bought was this GPS tracker from SIZZAPP. This is the Max tracker. And I have very good experiences with it. You get all the information when your bike is moved or when someone's rattling on it. You get a lot of different informations about the battery status, about the driving speed, the height, the routes that you are riding. So a very good app is coming with this device. Only downside of this GPS tracker was it's connected to the battery, because there's a battery inside and it's reloading, and of course it's sending signals and receiving signals. So this device is draining the battery a little bit over time. So if you are not riding for about 4 or 5 weeks, then the battery is getting lower and lower. On the other hand, the good thing is this device has a battery warning system in the app. So just in case the battery level is too low, you get a warning on your phone. But now SIZZAPP introduced a new device. This is the SIZZAPP Nova. And compared to the old one, the SIZZAPP Max, you can see immediately way smaller, half the size and much more modern. It has Bluetooth connectivity, it has a 5 times longer lasting battery. So this one lasts, if you cut it from the energy, 2 hours, and this one here up to 7 hours. So this Nova is the more modern device, much smaller, better to hide. Of course, the smaller it is, the better you can hide it on your bike. And of course, a lot of optimized features compared to the old one, the Max. And today I will install the new SIZZAPP Nova on my Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The installation on the Meteor 350 is super easy. You just have to take off the side cover here to get to the battery. I will just take out my tools here. You just have to get to the 2 contacts here, plus and minus. Then take the cables, connect it to the right position. Start with the plus cable and minus on the other side. And then of course you just have to find a place for the tracker. You can hide it somewhere here because it's so super small, or you can put it in the department of the tools. I will just leave it like this because of course I will hide it somewhere where it's not so easy to find, because if you have it here, everyone can reach it very fast, take it out, throw it away, and that's not the sense of this tracker. So I will hide it a little bit better, but for the moment, for testing, I leave it in here so that we can have a look at the app and how it's working. And when you bought the device, the installation is super easy. Just 2 cables, hardware on the bike, then install the app, and then you have to put the IMEI, so the identification number of your device, into the app, then it's connected, and that's it. And now I will show you some of the features on the app. So let's have a look at the app. This is the SIZZAPP app with all the functions that you need. Up here you see the voltage, outside temperature, the device is online, and down here you have all the widgets that you need with the different functions. Of course, the most important one is this one, and this one is Find My Bike. Then immediately it switches to Google Maps. You have the coordinates here, and if you zoom a little bit closer, then you can see red point is the bike and the blue point, that's me. So this one, of course, is the most important one, just in case someone is stealing your bike. And this is a live tracking, yeah? So you can track where your bike is at the moment to find it. Then you can, of course, disable the guard. I don't want to do that. News is the messages that you get if someone's touching your bike. I will show you in a second. Here is the speed. So you can check the speed on each day that you rode your bike. And one very important one is this one down here, the battery level. There you can see the voltage, if it drops down or if it stays up on each day. And you get a warning just in case the battery voltage is too low. Here you have a standby mode, a silent mode can be enabled so that you don't get any messages, so just in case the motorcycle is in your garage. So on this point, your distance today, this is recording your ride, and you can share it afterwards. So it means if you are doing a tour on a day, then you can record it and share it as a GPX file. Very good for people who are doing some touring. Reminders, this is for technical inspection, insurance, maintenance, all of that. Here you can create some geo-fences around your bike so that you only get a warning if your bike is leaving this geo-fence. I don't want to do that. This might be interesting when you are in the Alps, for example, in the mountains. Then you can see your altitude. Down here you can set all the warnings. So when you are getting a warning, low battery detection, crash detection is also included. Device disconnection, of course, if someone steals your bike and disconnects the device, you get a warning. And here you get a warning if someone is touching your bike or stealing the bike. So unauthorized movement. So, and if I disconnect the cable, so I'm stealing the bike, I found the tracker, I disconnect it. I immediately get a message, SIZZAPP warning, attention, Meteor disconnected from the battery. So you get immediately a message. What's the problem with your bike? It's the same when someone is moving it. So it works fantastic. First message was Meteor disconnected from the battery. Then I installed my old tracker, and here you can see, attention, slight movement detected. So even if you have two devices, because I have several different motorcycles, I can check for this one. So this is the old tracker, and here I get a notification with the name of the bike and what happened to it. So the Meteor is disconnected and my scooter has detected some movement. So for me, this tracker is about peace of mind. I'm using my bike very often also for traveling, and this bike carries everything that I am using on my travels, my luggage, my cameras, and in case it's stolen, everything is gone. So it's always a good thing to have a GPS tracker on the bike. So what's my conclusion about the new GPS tracker from SIZZAPP, the Nova? I think it's better than the old one. It's much smaller, it's more updated, new processor, new battery, a little bit more precise concerning the GPS signals. So is a GPS tracker a guarantee against theft? Of course it isn't. But it gives me one important thing, a chance. And that's exactly why I installed a GPS tracker on all of my motorcycles and scooters. And if you are interested in this SIZZAPP GPS tracker, there's a link down in the video description and a discount code for you of 10%. So if you are interested in this tracker, I would recommend to take the new one, the Nova. It's much smaller, more up to date. And I can highly recommend a GPS tracker on a motorcycle or a car or whatever. It gives you a little bit of peace of mind. And just in case your bike gets stolen, you have a chance to get it back. So I hope you liked this short video today. And if you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I see you in the next one. If you are riding, ride safe, take care, and cheers.